Welcome to what is now episode 6 of Midnight Club 2, and what I am going to be doing now in this segment is I am going to be racing Hector, or we are going to be racing Hector, but anyways. So, after restarting the game, because, well, I really just didn't like the way this previous attempt of me racing Hector turned out to be, I figured, well, I might as well try this again, and that's precisely what I'm going to do. So, we won Gina's car, which is the City Turbo, and as you can basically see by the City icon basically bending slightly vertically, I think, you'll notice this thing is a turbo. And I'd say it fits the name pretty well. Anyways, let's go and look for Hector. And just going to show you the sound options. They're basically the same as they were before. Just figured I'd show those again because, well, technically I did restart this game so I could at least try and do a better job of recording Hector's races, so I could basically do a better job than I did before. I'm also pretty sure I've spent the last hour now basically working my way back up to where I was before. And well, the reason why I've left it until Friday to record this as well, because university work always comes first. And well, basically I'm just doing this as my break. It's also because, well, I figured, well, this might as well be the best way to do it. For me to basically spend my time catching back up to where I was before. And I should also mention, Gina, by the way, does manage to help us out in the later stages of the game, as you will find out. She basically becomes our guide for the rest of the game once we're done here in Los Angeles. In other words, she basically takes up the position Moses is currently holding until we've managed to beat the LA City champ. So, there are 2 races we have to do here with Hector. And well, one of them is where we basically have to get rid of the police, and the other one, I think, is an actual head-to-head, if I'm not mistaken. At least I think there's only 2 races we have to do here with Hector, if I recall correctly. Although he's certainly trying his best at the moment to lose me, but I ain't falling for that shit. Okay, and now I will hand this off to the cutscene after 4 minutes of doing this.
He robs my little sister's wheels? This fool must pay. De nada, amigo. It will be a pleasure.
Okay, so basically what we need to do before we race Hector is we need to lose the police and basically just get on with, I think, our 2 races afterwards. At least I think there's 2 races, but... well, I'll only know for sure when we've unlocked the car, and... oh, that was easy. Oh, never mind. I jinxed it. I clearly jinxed it. I don't know exactly what Hector is currently doing, but he doesn't seem to be doing very well at the moment. Okay. And that comes as a convenience to me because, well, that ended pretty quickly. Anyways, heading up to the warehouse, which is where we will start our race with Hector. And fascinatingly, I actually beat Hector to the meetup point. Interesting. Well, I might as well get the replay out of the way whilst I'm here. Just because, well, the easy part is now out of the way, so what I'm going to do now is basically just record my replay of this and maybe see if I can get any shots here with the feds. Just to basically show me being the suspect of what's basically a hot pursuit. But either way, I still lost him pretty quickly, and in a way that's all I care about. I also made it to the warehouse before Hector did, which for me at least makes things look even better than they realistically are, but I still managed to lose the feds in a pretty quick amount of time, so that's all I care about. And he basically could not see me on his radar because, well, I basically sped through the parking lot. But anyway, so yeah, that was basically the full tale of how I lost the cops. And now we can race. I got a few decent shots there, but anyway. Let's now continue the career.
This pretty boy's car isn't meant for the streets. It's made for stopping traffic and drawing in stupid crowds. You're revving without a cause, Chico! You're about to become roadkill!
Let's head to our race.
I like the way you lost the cup.
Anyway, so we're racing for Hector's car, I think. Although, I won't know for sure until it confirms that I have won his car.
3, 2, 1, let's go, cabrón.
Okay, I think this time around, my strategy is going to be to follow Hector. I think my strategy this time around is going to be to follow wherever the fuck Hector goes. Because I cannot win this race without following Hector.
Not like the other racers.
I need to stay with him if I'm going to beat him. That's what the case is going to be. If I'm going to somehow win this race. Although the route I took previously, it did actually work once before, believe it or not.
You have no idea what you're doing out here, do you?
Dude, I'm leading. Or at least I was leading. And I'm actually doing a pretty good job of keeping up with you, so you have no right to trash talk the way you do at this stage.
Step off, Bessie, or else I will destroy you and not feel bad about it. I like it. Let's see you try and clear some cars too, hombre.
And someone still has to be ahead of me.
On my turf, unless I okay it first.
Oh, never mind. Okay, come on, come on. There we go.
Learn to deal with success, Bessie.
We also unlocked the Slipstream Turbo. Interesting. Well, got there eventually. I did have to change my tactics, but once I started following Hector, that made me a hell of a lot more competitive in this race than I was before. And I also won this race in the end by 2.84 seconds over Hector. Nina completes the top 3, followed by Taya, then it was Carlos ahead of Gia, I think that's what her name is, and it was Boo who finished in last. Okay, anyways. Already got the replay recorded, so let's just continue career.
Little shrimp. You want to beat Hector? You gotta learn to use SST. Draft one of the racers from behind till your meter fills and flashes red. Then hit the nitrous, and you'll blow right by him, yo.
It's time for this little lady to get grounded. This race I do for my familia.
I'm sure you do, whoever your familia is.
Moses here, little shrimp. To use Slipstream Turbo, get behind another racer and draft him until your meter fills and flashes red. Then hit the nitrous button and blow his doors off, yo.
Thanks, Moses. Greatly appreciated.
Smell the smoke, Paco.
Okay. And using the Slipstream Turbo. Also, isn't it kind of funny that basically 3 of the racers
Why don't you try to spin those
start
tires? They look all messed up, man.
where the start line is, and yet all the others basically start where another part of the start line is? Oh! Damn it. I had no idea where those cars were going, but they were not heading in the right direction, the way I see it.
I'm not like the other
Well, at least I can say I'm still in contention, which surprises me. Anyways. Okay, so doing well so far.
You mess with me, you're going to pay the price.
And using my boost to immediately get me back up to speed. And just like that, I am immediately falling back. Or at least I'm letting the field close in. Anyways.
I will destroy you and not feel bad about it.
Just gotta keep trying until I win. That's all I can really ask of myself. Okay. So 2 checkpoints left. And... okay. So just making sure I do not miss these crucial junctions. And now we just have 1 sector to go. And then that should be victory. Hello, gas truck. You ain't fucking me this time.
You beat a lot of other good racers. That's how you earn your props.
Alrighty then. And all that took me was just under 22 minutes of recording for me to do all 3 of those challenges set up by Hector. Okay, Hector finishes 5th. So, I won by 6 seconds, well, 6.2 seconds in the end over Carlos. Nina finishes in 3rd ahead of Taya. Then it was Hector, who finished in 5th, and it was Boo, who finished in last. And a quite distant last as well. Okay, anyway. Let's now continue the career. However, following Hector's cutscene, we will also get another cutscene because we'll basically be thrown into our next race. Which I'm not going to be doing now. FYI.
He won. He raced further on the edge than I did. Nothing I can do about that now. Whatever, man. You won. Look after yourself.
This is what I was on about, by the way. For point of reference.
Another rookie looking for a title shot. Try to take what's mine. He might have some juice, but I'm gonna drop some knowledge on this fool. Careful, I got a reputation.
You've got something, Dice. However, I will not be racing you in this episode because I don't want to make this any more stressful than it already has been, and it's also because, well, I basically just spent the last 1.5 to 2 hours basically working my way back up to the stage of the game I was at before. So yeah. So this is the car we win. It is the Monstru, which, in case you do or don't know, is basically a Mazda RX-7. It's also the car that we win for beating Hector. And yes, as you can clearly see by this shape and design, this car obviously represents a Mazda RX-7 FD. Anyways, that is another race done, and officially, with now 26.4% of this game complete, I am going to be out of here until when I decide to record the next episode. So, until the next episode, guys and gals, see ya.